Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football back here at the Lone Star Coaches Clinic, here with the new head coach of the Junction Eagles, Coach John Contrucci. Coach, thanks for taking a few minutes to chat with us. Always appreciate you keeping me in the loop on the text messages on things that are going on. Appreciate you always.
Well, I appreciate it, Matt. You do a great job covering Texas football, and Texas football's been magazine's been around for a long time, so y'all do a great job, and Dave Campbell's and you know, you carrying on the torch of representing that. That's awesome. I appreciate it.
And you know one of our bosses pretty well, so I got to make sure I'm nice to you, right?
Yeah, slightly. I grew up with Drayton McLean, and well, I didn't grow up with him, but he was in our church every Sunday growing up. I grew up. He was older than us, but yeah, he's a great man, a strong Christian human, and loves kids and loves Texas.
And make sure you send that email about Tepper and all those nasty things, because he hates your team. So make sure you send Mr. McLean an email, let him know that Tepper hates your team.
All right, will do.
All right, now you're 2 weeks into the job at Junction. Is this week 2, or is this?
Actually, I start at the end of the month officially working on getting with Red Oak, getting out of my contract.
So you haven't been out. You're when you get down to Junction, you've been a head coach before. You were at Lubbock Roosevelt, so you've been a head coach before. When you get down to Junction, that's going to help you quite a bit, I'm assuming, as far as learning the lay of the land and learning your kids, that kind of thing. How much is that experience going to help you?
It's going to help me out a bunch. You know, I had great mentors like Lee Bridges right there.
He's giving you a hard time behind the camera there.
No doubt. He's an amazing guy, and did a great job coaching, and Steve Gideon and Coach Harper and a bunch of different, and Coach Ross currently, and Kyle Maxfield. So just a bunch of great guys that I've learned from over the years, and so yeah, having some experience is also, obviously your nerves aren't racing as fast as possible.
What's the first thing when you are officially on the job at Junction and you get kind of what's the biggest thing as a first-year head coach at a new place you got to do? My guess would be learning the kids' names. Is that the number one thing?
Sure, yeah, no doubt. You know, it's 2A Division I, so the kids there's not as many kids as there is in 5A and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, if you can't relate to kids and know kids' names, then how are they ever going to expect you to work them? Calling them by their first name is nicknames, and last names that's our business.
All right, now when the job came open, you obviously had a good situation at Red Oak, and you guys really did a great job getting that thing turned around. What attracted you to the job? What was special about Junction when you applied, and now that you've taken the job, what really attracted you and your family to that position?
Sure, the Hill Country is beautiful. Always wanted the opportunity to live there, and also the superintendent. We had worked together. I know the man that Mike Carter is, and and just the challenge. They've been great. They've been good. They've been to the semis. They've been to the quarters. They've been to the playoffs. And, obviously the district's tough, and everybody's chasing Mason, and you got San Saba on the schedule in preseason, which they're both really, really good. But there's no reason we can't be good either.
All right, now have you eaten, since you've been down there? Have you had a chance to eat at Lum's Barbecue?
I have not yet. I look forward to it. All I hear is good stories about Lum's, and I can't. Cooper's is there also. So
is there Cooper's in Junction?
There is, on the north side of I-10. So yeah, there's barbecue Central. I love it.
What's your go-to barbecue order when you go to a barbecue spot? What's the Coach Contrucci order? What do you get?
Well, if I'm ever in Fort Worth and in the stockyards at Cooper's, I'm going to get their beef ribs. I love some beef ribs. I love to cook. I'm a cooker. I like to smoke briskets and all that. So, there's another mentor of mine right there. He coached me in high school, Coach Munson, Bryce Munson at Belton. Oh yeah, amazing man. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I think ribs, because it takes a little work to put in time for ribs.
Now, final question. You are a man who has an immense amount of stories. You've got a lot of good stories. One of your best stories is, and correct me if I'm wrong here, The Rock followed you on Twitter. Is that right? Are you and Rock Twitter buddies?
Well, I mean, we don't tweet each other back, but I do have the follow. I know that you were impressed with that when we were.
I was. I mean, The Rock follows you. That's pretty big stuff.
Yeah, Zach Erickson, Bubba Wallace, Matt Landers, and J.D. Morrow. We all came up with the idea of having our program in the summer, having The Rock on there, and I don't know, we tweeted it out, and he followed it and liked it. So I've never talked to him.
Okay, so you can't claim him as a personal friend or anything, but you got to follow. That's important.
I would be on the Titan games by my statue just because of if we were personal friends.
Okay. Well, so you're not, but no Titan games. You're gonna stick with the Junction Eagles, right?
No doubt. I'm gonna stay with coaching.
Coach, appreciate your time. Enjoy the Coaches Clinic, and I appreciate what you do for student athletes in the state of Texas.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Great.